I'll have to edit that. Okay. So I want to welcome everybody to the Resident and Family Support Council meeting that we host on the second and the fourth Tuesday of every month. We do it at 3 o'clock all the time, and it's the same link that will take you to every meeting that we have that you use to get into the meeting today. So put that link someplace where you know that you can access that link easily so you can continue to join us. But if you do ever miss one of our meetings, we do record them and we put them on YouTube. So know that they will be on YouTube. I try to get them up there as soon as I can. So I will be doing the same with this meeting today. So what we're talking about today is residents' rights. Every October is Residents' Rights Month. And what I have been doing on the second Tuesday of every month is I've been going around and I have been meeting people that live in long-term care. I'm turning my screen right now so you guys can start to see people. So you can start to see. And I'm going to have them introduce themselves and just share a little bit about who they are. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to start with Michael. Okay, Michael? So Michael, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you are. How long have you lived here? What brought you here too?
My name is Michael. I'm going to be 49 on Sunday. My name is Michael. I'm going to be 49 on Sunday. Just came here recently from Chicago. I wasn't satisfied on what was going on in my previous place. So I came to check out this place and I fell in love with it. Everybody's like family here to me. Some of my hobbies are I like DJing. I like to be in the theater.
Oh, cool.
And I also work in a nursing home as a housekeeper.
Oh, really cool. We might be asking you some questions about that. Okay. Okay. Aurora, would you like to go?
Yes, my name is Aurora. I've been here for 5 years. And I was last year's resident council president.
Love it. Love it.
So I love it here. This is a place where I need to be right now.
Okay.
And the staff, oh my gosh, they're the best staff. They love us. We are a family here. Some people say, oh, I don't have a family. You do have a family. This is home for you until whatever you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And people do, believe it or not, come and they tell me what is bothering them.
Uh-huh.
So whatever they say to me, it stays with me. So I'll try to find solution, but everyone knows here that whatever bothers them, you can talk to me anytime.
Oh, that's good. And I know we talked a little bit about staff before we started the meeting today, and you guys were talking about how important it is for staff. So we're going to talk more about that too, because I think people who work in long-term care need to hear how important they are to you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move on and I'm going to have Donna. Donna, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Hi, my name is Donna. I've been at this facility for 9 years. And I feel like this is my home. This is where my final place where I'm gonna be. I've had a lot of trials and been through a lot, but
Mhm.
this place feels like home. I feel like I finally come home.
And how long have you lived here, Donna?
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
And you've lived here 5 years? That's what I heard. And you just have lived here how many months?
I've been here as of the end of this month, I believe. It'll be 3 months and 2 weeks.
Okay. So you're getting adjusted.
Yeah.
You're learning that family. Okay, yes. And then the last person I want you guys all to meet is Kimberly.
Hello, my name is Kimberly. I'm 59 years old. I've been here a year and a half, and this is the perfect place for me. It's the place I really need to be and want to be at. I was in an assisted living apartment, and a very difficult time and place to be at, and it just didn't work out. And I didn't have anywhere to go, and I was able to come here, and it is like home to me too. I have nowhere to go, but I feel so supported, and everybody's beautiful. The staff is beautiful. The residents are beautiful. It's loving. All my needs are met.
How long have you lived here,
A
Kimberly?
year and a half.
A year and a half. Okay. So we got a variety of
Yes.
different amounts of time that people have lived here, but there has been one resounding thing is you guys really do all like it here.
Hey,
And so
Lee.
that's good. Yes, Stephen?
Before you go on, could you go into your video settings real quick and un unselect blur my background?
I did.
You did? Huh.
Mhm.
It's still blurring from time to time.
Okay. I don't know why. While we're asking questions, I have a little cleaner. I'm gonna clean the camera. Hold on, everybody. Cleaning the camera. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. I think I just turned it off.
We can see you,
You can.
or
Okay,
or we can see people anyway.
Okay, my computer went to sleep. So I gotta get back in. Okay. Well, since it's just on our end, I will go ahead and continue. So one of the things that I did before this meeting is we're talking about residents' rights. And so one of the things that I did was wrote some of the rights out on cards. And each of the people here today that are talking with us all have selected a right that they would like to talk a little bit more about why it's important to them and all of that. So is it okay, Michael? I'm going to start with you. Okay, Michael, could you read the card of the right that you selected and then we'll talk about it, okay?
I have the right to stay in my facility.
So what does that mean to you?
Well, it means to me that nobody can say, oh, you gotta leave. They have to give you a purpose. They have to give you an explanation.
Uh-huh.
You know, this is your home. They have to give you some sort of explanation. Oh, why do you want me to leave? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, until that happens, I'm not moving.
Something does happen sometimes.
Right.
There is something that we want people to feel home secure, right? Secure.
Exactly.
This is where I should be living. So having that as a right is really important because you don't have to feel that they could ever kick you out. There are some reasons where they may ask you to leave, and one of them is if you don't pay the bill. That can be understandable, right? You can't live anywhere for free. Okay, so that can happen. Yeah, well, that's really not one of the reasons, though. There is a behavior reason. So if you have a behavior that could be difficult for other people, or may put you at threat yourself, but that has to be very well documented. It can't be because you get upset. You know, it can't be, it's got to be something that is more catastrophic than that. It could also be because you've improved so much that you don't need a nursing home anymore. Or it could be that you've declined so much that they can't provide you the care in this building. You need more advanced care. And the only other reason is the building closes. So if the building closes, of course you can't stay open, right? So those are the reasons why. So they made that a residents' rights so that people know that I can't be asked to leave. If I have a concern and I want to bring that forward, that would be called retaliation if they wanted me to leave, right? And you can't do that.
It's free for retailing.
Yeah,
So
so it makes you feel more confident and comfortable, right? Yes, Stephen.
yeah, so Lee, we had a comment in the chat, and I can confirm this. It is really hard to hear everyone. So just a quick tip to all of the residents here, is when you're speaking, speak loud enough like you're speaking to the wall behind Lee.
Oh, okay. That's the tip from Stephen. Stephen is our tech guy. He knows this stuff. So you're talking to me, I'm in the other room.
All right.
Okay? Talk to me, I'm in the other room. Okay? Okay. So we were talking about that right to stay in the facility, and that actually gets broken down a little bit more in finer detail about these rights. So one of the things is if they do say you have one of those reasons that you to leave, let's say you didn't pay the bill, you still have the right to appeal. You'll always have that right. And if you have that right to appeal, that means that you're going to have a hearing with an administrative judge. You're going to have a hearing with them, and they're going to decide whether you get to stay or you don't get to stay. You get to bring forth evidence to show why you feel you need to stay. You might be working on applying for Medicaid, whatever those reasons may be. So there's a temporary hold while you're trying to get your funds transferred, whatever that may be. So those are always the way this works. And they've got to give you written notice about that. And one of the pieces in that written notice is you've got I'm going to flash the camera on you guys. We've got two of our lovely ombudsmen right here that have joined us today. And those are the people you can reach out to because they're the ones that help with this as well. They will help you with that appeal. They will represent you. They can go to that with you, all of that. So that's important, right, for people to hear, for people to hear that. And they need to tell you why you needed to move.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move to Aurora. Aurora, you're the one I think because you're a little lady.
Okay,
You're a little lady, so I'm going to try to zoom this up a little bit more for you. Okay?
I have
There
the
you go.
right to safety, it's true. One time I had a bad nightmare. I woke up. I'm here. I'm safe.
Safe. So safety is to feel unsafe. How would it feel to feel unsafe?
Well, it would be kind of challenging, especially like you're in a predicament that you're in a wheelchair, right? And it's like, it can be like, God forbid, a fire or something like that, like, oh my God, what do I do? I need to pick up my speed, and then there's like 6, 7 other wheelchairs right behind you.
What do you do?
What do you do? I mean, ain't no stoplights, there's nothing, you're
Right?
like, gotta think smart, okay, so if I go around this way, maybe I could bypass it, but that's like a whole wall down.
Right.
And like,
Well, and that's interesting that you brought that up, Michael, because every year the state ombudsman's office, we do a state initiative, and this year is around safety. So it's around safety and knowing what the evacuation plans are in case there is that catastrophic event, something that happens. And one of the things that the ombudsman programs are doing is making sure you know your plan. So that way then you can feel safe about that in case something happens, because they do say no matter what at home, any home that we live in, we should know what we're going to do if that moment hits.
like an escape plan.
Yeah, yep. So that's something I know that they're working on here, and making sure that everybody is aware of what's going on.
Also regarding the safety, they have to have a code to come in and all that. That's how I feel safe. I live in an apartment where
Nothing
somebody.
that I know of. I mean, he's never really had any complaints other than with other residents.
Hey,
But here when I woke up,
real quick.
I'm safe.
I'm muting, don't worry. We go. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Lee.
Well, I feel safe being here.
Yeah, so this particular building, do you want to talk about that so people understand what's at the front door?
There's a code. After a certain hour, when there's always people here. And overnight people, staff, morning staff, there's always somebody there. You have to come in. Somebody has to let you come in.
So it's almost like at home.
Yeah.
My front door is locked,
Mhm.
right? And people can't just walk into my house.
Exactly.
They need to knock on my front door or ring my doorbell to make me feel so that I know I feel safe.
Correct.
It's the security of my environment. So that's one of the things. Not all the homes do something like that. Some homes do and some homes don't, but this home has chosen to do that, and you guys are okay. It sounds like that.
And
You get a good night's sleep.
and it also helps to watch out for one another. Right, we talked about safety. It also helps, like, if a person is not having the best time right now, or whatever the case may be, kind of look out for them and say, hey, we're in a crisis mode right now. Let's all stick together and be mindful of who's around and what we can do to help one another, not be selfish, so to speak, to only think of yourself.
Uh-huh.
Without a brotherhood and sisterhood among all of us.
Not wonderful. I love that.
And take care of each other.
I love that. And under that right to safety, it also talks about you must not be abused, neglected, or exploited by anyone. You know, I can imagine there could be some vulnerability you might feel if you are living in a long-term care community and you've got staff that you're dependent upon some staff for some care needs. You need to make sure that you feel safe in caring for them. Does anyone have any comment about that? Is that important?
It's very
It's important
important,
for me.
Very important, yes.
very important.
Do you want to speak a little bit to that, Donna?
Yes, you need to feel safe. Because like I said before, this is like our home now.
Mm-hmm.
And, there should be no kind of, harassment, or I shouldn't say harassment. I mean, bullying
Yeah.
from any resident or any staff member.
Mm-hmm. And to know that that's a right.
Yes,
Exactly.
How does that make you feel?
Makes
It
you,
makes me feel safe.
yeah, makes you
yeah,
feel
makes me
safe.
feel safe.
It makes you feel safe. So that's that right to safety. And what also under that right to safety is that retaliation piece. Have you ever had that fear of retaliation if you spoke up? Any of you?
Yeah, I have in the past other nursing homes that resided in, but then I stopped and think, if they can call you on what you did wrong and how they feel about you, you can do the opposite. Like, call them on their mistakes too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like, oh, well, you did this wrong, whatever.
Swallow hard and take it. You don't have to swallow hard and take it.
Yeah.
You're a human being
Yeah,
that has rights.
just because we have a mental illness, you can't just stereotype us. Just because you get to go home every day and live your life, get a paycheck, yeah, but you don't know what we did in the past
Right.
and what our lifestyles were at.
And that's just a diagnosis.
Yeah,
That's just a diagnosis.
Right.
That doesn't define you.
exactly.
It
That's
doesn't
what-
define
That's what some of the staff don't understand sometimes. I think some of the staff, not here per se, but some of the staff that I've been in the past, oh, we're just here for the paycheck, 8 hours, do your thing and get going. But a lot of it's compassion,
Mm-hmm.
it has to be compassion. We don't wish to be in a situation like this,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. Especially during the holiday times.
Yeah.
Christmas, Thanksgiving, I would love to be with my family. I don't have a family. This is my family.
Yes.
And the staff that I bind friendships with, the few that I have here, that's my family.
Good.
You know,
What a great outlook. I think
Yeah.
the words that you're sharing are so important for people to hear because not everybody does have family. And some people do have family, but they're far away.
Mhm.
And some people have family that they don't come to visit. So there's a variety of different things, right? But family is only a word. Actions, I always tell my kids, actions speak louder than words. And so it's those actions that make you feel close. I'm hearing a lot about the sense of community that you have here. And you, Michael, as a newer person that's living here, it feels like you're growing into that. You're starting to feel more secure and comfortable with that.
for me, not every day is a good day for me, right? Because we all have our ups and downs. But I'm an open ear to somebody now. If I could help out somebody that's having a bad day or even getting bullied or exploited or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna pitch in and say, hey, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And if that person takes it the wrong way, that's on them.
Mm-hmm.
But I know I did my deed by saying, hey, that's not cool.
I just,
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to add that I feel very safe here. They have practice fire drills and they have a routine. They make sure everyone's in the rooms, they close all the doors. They have the fire department come to, as a drill. I think, there's like, if you were need assistance in the bathrooms, there's emergency call lights. If you were to fall, I've had an accident, I've fallen, I didn't get hurt. And the staff, they came and they come immediately, if, if you, if there's a bigger emergency, that it's gonna be taken care of very well, very quickly, so I feel safe here. And at Christmas, they have the tree and everybody, it's close. We have a family Thanksgiving dinner,
Yes.
and it is
Oh,
everyone bonds, everyone is loving,
I love
the
this.
staff is caring, all the departments are excellent, no complaints.
Good, good.
And just because you don't have that family that you used to have, you make a new family. That's right. You make a new family. Some people you might disagree with, might not.
That's
That's
family.
your choice.
Hmm.
But an open ear is always welcome.
I love it. I love it. I'm getting some quotes here. I'm getting some quotes here.
And then last year, we had new owners, okay? Oh my gosh, the feast was so good.
Ooh,
And I
nice.
asked, Jane, I go, you were talking to her about something,
Yeah.
and then something rang on my head. I go, Jane, are we still gonna have the Thanksgiving like we had? And she goes, yes. I go, well, I tell a date, so I go, my family know what date to come. And Christmas too, awesome.
Oh.
I set a tree, we had secret Santas, we had somebody dressed up like Santa Claus.
A lot
I
of
took
fun.
pictures.
Oh, fun. A nice sense of community. I'm really
Yes.
hearing a very, very nice sense of community.
Today, we did monthly birthday cards for
Yes.
everyone. We have activities, we play bingo together, other games. We cheer each other on, there's prizes, but, we're able to decorate our rooms. They have, that with the new owners, they have, new staff and new decorations, and they're making us feel, feel even more welcome. It's just, we're always welcome.
There's a lot of messaging I'm hearing for staff to hear that might be listening to this. Because it feels like this is very, very important for all of you.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of the most important things that I'm hearing from you. So
I
because
even
it's
had
such
October,
you even got your October. Oh,
you could zoom in on that. Fantastic.
We have, getting back to the activities like, Kim was saying, we have a wonderful person,
Thank you.
an activity person named Dennis.
Yes.
He does wonders with everybody. We have a snack cart that goes around.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Like she said, we played bingo, horse racing, not the horses. Yeah.
not real horses. They're not racing in the hallways.
That's a little bit like jockey.
Yeah.
But, we all have fun together. Yeah, we might not join in, but that doesn't mean we're
If
single
you
out.
have to, right?
Right, you can always listen to music videos, be on your tablet, hang out. You don't have to feel alone. That's what I'll,
Yeah, you don't have to do the group thing.
right.
You could do your own thing as well.
It's like our own community home house thing, you've, it's better like than living at home. It's like, everyone's got their own little room, and
The food is
You
wonderful.
don't have to worry about cleaning the rest of the place.
The food is wonderful.
keeping
Yeah.
Oh, they're
laundry,
Love it.
Well,
there is another right that I just want to just touch on underneath this right to safety, which there's a thing called electronic monitoring, and that's not a belt because you committed a crime. Electronic monitoring is that you could have a camera in your room if you would like to have. So let's say, for example, my daughter lives in California and she would like to be able to see me. So I could have a little Alexa in my room and we could be able to communicate with each other via Alexa, or it could be on all the time.
Zoom or something like that.
You can do, but you can even have it just as a camera, like I don't want to call it a baby monitor, but I don't know what else to call it. You know, you have the monitor to be able to, you could have that too. Like, let's say if your loved one didn't have a voice as strong, they might, maybe can't communicate as easily. And so it can help give some sense of security and safety. So that there might be a set of eyes on you from your daughter who's out in California.
Exactly, because
I have FaceTime on my telephone.
So you FaceTime people.
Right.
Yeah.
That's nice, but, my card is, I have the right to privacy,
Okay.
okay?
Why don't we talk about that? Talk about that, Donna. What does
Okay.
that mean to you?
I have the right to privacy. I am basically a private person. I am lucky, I have a sister that lives 2 blocks from here. And she comes to see me quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And, I am lucky because, well, I feel like my right to privacy should be respected. And
What does privacy mean to you, Donna?
having your own space and no one invading. I have a roommate, my roommate now, she's 87 years, she'll be 86 years old.
Okay.
And, she is almost blind. And I try to take care of her, watch over her.
And you're doing a good job of it.
Because her family has kind of abandoned her. It's sad, but I try to be like her family, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so you hit on a couple of things there with that privacy, your own space. Being able to honor your own space. Don't go rifling through my things, right? It's my
Right.
space. How
Um,
about this knocking on the door? What do you think about that? Is that important or not important?
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm hearing
good.
you really shaking your head over there.
Don't just come in.
They're excellent about that. They'll knock, they'll come in, they'll close the door after they leave. Some of us prefer the doors closed. Me, I prefer closed all the time. Even housekeeping, they'll come in and out and close the door. It's just, you need your space, like sanctuary. You just need your own place,
Mhm.
Now.
everybody does.
Right, I, on the other hand, I leave my door open only because, God forbid, like there ever should be a fire drill or fire something or something happening real bad.
Mhm.
I'm able to get out of my bed, use my remote control bed, and say, okay, it's time to shake and bake. Let's do what we gotta do. Move on. Let's go. Something's happening. So I always leave my door open, but I'm very alert. I don't sleep like real soundly. I mean, I can hear people going back and forth. So, and then of course I'm across from the laundry room. I feel like it's like 4th of July almost all the time, but but I'm used to that noise, and it kind of helps me fall asleep too.
Mhm. Well, I do want to talk about that for a minute because part of the reason why we're doing this too is talk about person-directed living and what that means. And because you brought that up, do you know that you could ask for people to keep it there? Some nursing homes do quiet hours. So they don't have people talking in the hallways after a certain time. Um, they have they dim the lights in the hallway so it's not as bright. So if you choose to keep your door open, the lights are not glaring in the room.
That's good for me because my roommate, like I said, she's almost totally blind. And we keep the bathroom light on and the door cracked for her. So she can see, so she doesn't fall when she gets up.
Uh-huh. So she can navigate herself.
Yeah,
Using that light
Yeah.
can help her.
yeah.
And then it
Mhm.
also helps to have resident councils like we do. I'm a bad boy, I don't go to them also. But it's always good to express your concerns at the resident council and say, hey, look, I tried going to the charge nurse, I tried going to the other CNAs, they're not listening, what to do, you know, they're noisy. But this particular place is not bad with the noise, they understand, hey, we're trying to get some sleep. Oh, some of that.
Okay, because I have heard from people, look, if you need care in the middle of the night, they might turn the lights on. And people, they're trying to do whatever we can to minimize that from happening, because that would be just, that would really wake me up. I'm a person who, I'm a very light sleeper like you, Michael. And I know that I need to have a little bit of an environment for myself to sleep that's conducive to sleeping for me.
And
And people talking in a hallway would not work for me.
And then I'm used to everybody's footsteps pretty much here, and it's true.
You know whose footsteps are whose.
Exactly, and I know what time my CNA gets me up in the morning, and I know who's pushing the carts and stuff, so I said, okay, so-and-so is gonna get me up this morning.
So it almost sounds like that gives you a little bit of sense of security,
Yeah.
knowing that there's people out there that aren't buzzing around and moving, and you can identify who they are.
Exactly, I know
So it makes you
who's
feel a
walking
little
around.
safer.
And
Okay,
they're by, I'm
interesting.
by the nurse's station too, so you can hear them whooping and hollering and all sorts.
Okay, yeah, so there's also things like having the right to private visits. If you want to have private visits, that can be very important for people, for your visitors, to make phone calls in private, being able to get your mail unopened promptly. And then there's another one, if you're married, you have the right to be able to live with your spouse if both parties agree that they want to. So those are all some other things under that right to
We
privacy.
have couples here that, live together, they're married.
Okay. Yeah, not everybody necessarily want to live
No,
together.
I'm not trying to get married like that, I'm single as well.
I'm not really about people.
Oh, I know, I know.
Right.
I'm like, I can barely stand myself sometimes. That's another story.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move to you, Kimberly. What does your right say? Oh, wait, 1 minute, 1 minute. We've got, Aurora has something.
About audio camera or something. in
Okay,
your room. I know that's our right, if the person who's staying with your roommate, if they agree to it.
absolutely.
I would like that, I'd wanna find out who's stealing my stuff.
If you feel like your stuff isn't safe and people are stealing it, you can have that. That's all part of your right.
Lee, I have had money stolen from me.
You had a what?
Money.
Stolen from me.
Me too, a lot of times.
Well, what I do for myself, right, I purposely put a penny down. Or cups on my dresser. And I'll be like, okay, so I dropped this penny on the floor purposely. I have my cups on my dressers a certain way, so I know who's gonna come in this room and what.
But I don't feel like you should have to set traps.
No, yeah, he's just wanting to know if people will touch the stuff then.
Yeah.
But you're right, because that doesn't make you feel safe,
Right,
Yeah.
knowing that your money isn't going to be secure
Yeah.
necessarily. Do you know you have the right to a locked
Yeah.
space?
Yeah, we do, yes, I
But you
know.
cannot lock your door,
No,
The doors can,
fire safe.
right.
or the bathroom door.
Yeah, so, but that's, when you didn't have, when your money was missing, what did you do about that?
I went and reported it to the administrator at the time. She's no longer here.
Okay,
And
okay.
she said, oh, we'll keep an eye on it. And nothing was ever done about it.
That feels, and now I just want to go to that, because how does that feel when you bring a complaint forward, you bring a concern forward, and nothing ever happens about it?
That makes me upset and angry
and it stings.
because, right now, I don't even have, I'm working at, Jane and Julie are working on getting social security for me.
Okay.
I'm 67 years old and I've been trying for 2 years to get on social security. And Julie told me today it's gonna be either this month or next month. It's gonna be.
So that's one of the
short time.
staff here
Yes,
is helping you with that,
yes.
as they should. That should be something that they're helping you
We
with.
got a good we got a good administrator here, We got a good, case manager here. She hasn't pulled her hair out yet, but it's a whole nother story. She's a sweetheart. The administrator is cool. We even have a therapist that comes like twice a month. We check in with her. She's wonderful. So you don't have to feel unsafe. You
Yeah.
can always express how you feel.
So I just want to make sure that, because I don't want to leave this, 'cause I don't want to feel like I'm not listening to that comment
Right.
about the money. Because I also heard you, Aurora, you also made the comment that you've had money missing as well. You know, if you feel like people are not doing action, you got Julie. Julie's your ombudsman that's assigned, that comes to this building. And so you can always bring concerns forward. That's the ombudsman program. I always like to use the opportunity whenever I can to help remind people, and you all might know about that, but anybody else who might be listening, to remind them that if you don't feel listened to, or if you feel that one of your rights have been violated, you got somebody to call.
It is good to know that. And, but, I would like to make a comment about our new administration. Since we have the new owners took over, everything has been much better.
Yeah.
The place is cleaner, they have remodeled, and they're doing a lot of things to help everybody feel more comfortable and more like a home.
Okay, so tell me about that. You mentioned that they do a lot of things to make you feel more comfortable. What is that more things? Tell me about that.
If you go in and talk to the administrator or Julie, the social services, she listens and she will usually take action, do
Okay.
something to help you. Whereas, with the other, people who had this nursing home before, the man drove us to bankruptcy. He actually bankrupted the place
Okay.
and he was taking.
So it didn't feel very safe.
Right, right.
didn't feel
was
very
not
safe.
And it also
Okay.
it also helps to have an open door policy, right? Sometimes they might not be busy, or they'll have, their morning meeting or whatever. So you know what time they have their morning meeting, it's like 10 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
They give a 20 minutes heads up, oh, we have a morning meeting or whatever. And we also have, they just hired a new social worker named Kathy, who just came.
The weekend.
Kathy's been wonderful. She's been stepping up the game a little bit. She's been doing activities.
Okay.
I kind of pitched in and helped last week. I help her run bingo and stuff like that, just to make her feel welcome and
I love
understand.
that you want to make the staff feel welcome. That's
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah, because you're just,
Yeah.
it's a two-way street,
Mhm. Yeah.
So she's been really wonderful. She's only been here maybe like 3-4 weeks now, about a month.
Okay.
And she's been really nice to us.
Well, I want to give Kimberly her chance to read her card. And Kimberly, tell us a little bit about yourself. Can you start with that? Oh, you already did. What am I talking about? And did you read your card?
Okay, I have the right to dignity and respect.
So tell me about that. What does that mean for you?
I feel like I have the right to be treated the same as anyone else, equal. I have like mental disease, and I've been in and out of the hospital since I was 18. And I think it's a chemical imbalance in the brain,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
that sometimes you need medication.
Yes.
And I think the nurses here do an excellent job. They're so sweet.
I have the same thing.
But they make you feel.
They make
Yeah.
me, they do a great job. They make me feel just like I'm taken care of.
Nice.
Like family, pretty much.
Like
That's
family.
nice. Yeah.
I think,
What does respect mean to you?
Mm.
Want to think on that?
Yeah.
Anybody else have, what does respect mean to you?
Which, to me, personally, is like, I'm here because I need care. I
Mhm.
need you to help me to respect who I am too. Just because we have this issue going on with our life, or whatever the case may be,
Mhm.
you're here to help us. You know, you're here to take care of us. So respect for me means I need someone to give their all heart to us.
And that's part of what this dignity and respect, it's broken down a little bit more. And what it talks about is the facility must provide equal access to quality care. Like you said, Kimberly, you said that you felt like you get treated you get treated the way you need to be treated.
Same. With mental disease, I think everybody in life, they go through their own things, physical, mental, and with mental disease, it can be hard. You can get sick, you can hear
Mhm.
voices, delusions, irrational thinking, and the whole 9 yards. And we go through a lot, like everyone else, and we should be treated the same as any other person. I think everybody in life, we're all equal. We're all, like God's children, and uh, I think everybody should be treated fairly in life.
There can be some stigma
Stigma.
that can go along with mental health issues,
Yeah.
right? And that's not, when you have that stigma, potential for that stigma, that, there's a mental health disease, there's something going on that's different in that person's brain. But some people got stomach disease disorders. Something's going on different in their stomach. There's a variety. So it's just, like you said, you have symptoms that might be affiliated to what you have, but you want to feel respected because it is a disease process. And you feel that you're getting that here. Did I hear you correctly?
I've had that,
Okay.
We're getting that here.
I've had,
Very nice.
mental, that problem since I was in my 40s. I've been, they used to take me to, St. Joe's has a 6th floor for for people who are going through mental issues. And I was there several times,
Mhm.
and, it always helped me. We would do therapy, talk about the road to recovery,
Mhm. Yep.
and
Yeah, so it's understanding, having an understanding that we're all, like you said, God's children. We all should be treated
yeah,
equally and respectfully. And that's what dignity and respect are all about. There was one more right that Aurora has as well, right, Aurora?
My respect.
No, the other right you have that
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Yes.
Okay. I have the right to participate in my own care. Yes, we do.
Tell me about that.
Every 3 months, you meet with certain people and they wanna know, okay, Aurora, I see that we have problems with your range of motion. Okay, we're gonna do more of that, okay. We have a problem with this. You don't have a problem, you had a problem with this, you don't have that anymore. You have a problem with this, and it's a personalized, individualized plan. Some people say they haven't even had one yet. And I tell them you should go talk to Julie, the social worker. Everyone has the right to a care plan.
Absolutely.
Before the new owners took over, they only had planned care once a year. Now they have it quarterly. And that's good because our needs change. And then sometimes they'll say, you know what? We have given you all the things that you need. We will help you go out to the outside world. I came here for rehab. I just got rehab not too long ago. And I said, I came here with, walker. She remembers me coming with a walker. Now,
I do remember.
I'm in a wheelchair. I'm in a wheelchair forever, it seems like.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
But that's that care plan. That what you're talking about is that care plan
okay.
meeting. And that is absolutely, that's part, the right to participate in your own care.
I,
The right to participate in your care plan meeting.
I like it now better than the way it was before.
That-
I like it better because, they call my sister and she comes
To the care plan
to
meeting.
the care plan meeting,
That's
yes.
part of that right. You could have
Yeah.
anybody you want to attend that meeting, even if you wanted, you could have the ombudsman attend that meeting as well, if you would like, to help. If you have certain things that you're afraid you might forget, that you want to make sure that she can be there to help remind you, be there for support, be there to be another ear, to listen, whatever.
That's a good thing to know.
That is.
Yeah,
No.
people might not realize that.
Yeah.
But that's part of your right. Anybody you want to attend that meeting can attend that meeting, even if it's your roommate. I was working with one building and they wanted the individual, her best friend is her roommate, and she wanted her roommate to be a part of her care plan meeting. And you have that right. You have that right if that's what it is that you are asking for. So the campground conference, you already talked about that it's every 3 months.
Quarterly. When I first got here, they called me the bag lady. I had all these bags and all these bills and all that, okay?
Wow.
And I thought my family was coming to celebrate my birthday. My daughters go, we wanna see everything, your bills that you have. Well, yeah. I suggest, my daughter said, that they send every family how much their loved one needs to pay. A lot of people don't even know that.
And if that's something that you want, you can do that. But some other people might be like, it's none of their business. So I don't
I'm not talking
want
about the
that.
individual.
Yep,
That they should
absolutely.
know.
Yep, absolutely. That's part, you get to be the driver of your care. That's what this is all about. And that includes things like paying the bill. It includes things like even what do you want? Maybe you're a tea person, you don't want coffee. That should be on the care plan because that way then people get reminded if staff change, they know about it. So things like that. And another piece to know is you don't have to wait every 3 months. Let's say you decide tomorrow that you want tea in the morning, you don't want coffee. You just want tea and you hate the smell of coffee, so you want nothing to do with it. So you want on your care plan that they're going to give me tea every morning. You don't have to wait 3 months for that to happen. You can ask them to please put it on my care plan now.
Well, I think that
They have a little, excuse me,
okay.
they have little cards that they bring with their food, you know? And some will say, well, you could have this. On mine, they have no pizza because I cannot eat a lot of cheese. And also one time I said, oh, Alicia, she's the manager of our kitchen, wonderful person.
Perfect.
She goes, whatever we have there, you don't have to have that. It has cereal, you could have cereal or oatmeal. You don't have to have exactly what the stated
Is
there.
Alicia the dietary manager?
No, somebody else. I always have asked, I want to meet her. But I
Yeah,
haven't
I've
met her yet.
never met her.
You could be talking about the dietitian.
Yes.
The dietitian is a consultant typically, and they come in, I think, fairly
Every-
regularly, but they're not here all the time. They're not on staff all the time, so you might not meet that individual.
I think another thing that's nice here too is, this is the first nursing home that I've been that has like a drink cart.
Yeah,
We have the option of fruit punch, tea, lemonade, coffee, hot chocolate, or whatever.
Nice.
Like in the morning time, it's coffee or hot chocolate. In the morning, afternoon, at lunchtime, and after activities, we have the option of coffee and fruit punch or coffee and lemonade.
And you guys like
And
this?
iced tea.
Yeah.
it's less stressful. It's less stressful here. It's a small place, you know? Housekeeping comes in every day. Staff can come and help you make your bed.
Right.
You know, they can help you get dressed. They can help you bathe,
Right.
you know.
And you're not in it alone.
And that's all should be on your care plan, what it is that you
Yes.
want to do for yourself
Exactly.
and what you want staff assistance with.
I think
Exactly.
it's good to have this video so people can get educated. There's mental health services out there, if I can say mine. I went to Ecker Center for Mental Health for a long time.
I did also.
They have assisted living, apartments, group homes. The building itself has nurses, psychiatrists, stuff like that. You know, you can go to groups, you have things in common with people, you can learn about mental disease,
Mhm.
you can make friends, there's hope out there. You know, you can get depressed, you can get spiral down, you can even get suicidal, you know. And there's always, you know, you can always go to the emergency room and then get help there at the hospital. So, you know, just talk to a friend, a family member, just try and reach out and know that you're not alone. It's hard sometimes, but I've been there, and there's always hope in Jesus and God too, and just,
Yeah.
you know, everybody's loved, and so.
And that's just, I want to make sure we comment on that because just to also say, you know, as our needs change in life, you know, we might have mental health needs, we might have needs that are going as we're aging, and to talk to other people that are common like you, that are having those same needs can be very reinforcing because you can share ideas with resources. You can give each other support because you can honestly say, I know how it feels.
Your
Exactly.
experiences and
Can I
what
make a
you've
comment?
learned and.
I had at one time, I had a psychiatrist and I also had a psychologist
Mm-hmm.
and someone I could just talk to. And my sister would always come with me and we would talk about things, not things that happened to me in my past life.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some bad experiences with men. I was married to a wonderful man.
Okay, you don't have to go into details, please. You don't have to, if you, but you can share what you want to share. I don't want you to overshare.
But yeah,
Okay. Yeah, but that's what I love is that you're like, I was there. I use this service too. I was in that place too. I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
You guys are giving each other. I can see where that sense of community and
Yeah.
support
And then-
is really coming from.
And then there's organizations too, right? Like I was in Chicago and they had this organization, nonprofit called Threshold.
Mhm.
Thresholds was wonderful. That's how I started going in the theater with them. I was in the theater, I was thinking to myself, me being in the theater with my nuts. But I was proud of myself because I was able to share stories about mental illness, about how things are affecting my life. And then there was a group of us, and then they had like actors that come from like different theaters, and we all bind that friendship together and say, hey man, you're not alone, let's do this.
Mhm.
So I wrote a story about, it was a real touchy story about when I was molested when I was a kid, but that's a long story. It was real heartbreaking, but I had a coach, I had a mentor, an actor, a resident actor, I forgot what they call him, but anyway, he was there like, hey man, we're gonna do this. And that kept on motivating me. It was
Good.
real nice. I was at the it was a theater on it's called like the 773 in Belmont and Sheffield. But anyway, real nice theater. We did a lot of plays there. It was real nice.
And it sounds like that's something maybe that give you some meaning and purpose as well. So those are some ideas. No, because that's one of the things. You have the right to choose activities and schedules. You don't have to have an activity department plan your activities. You can say to the activity department, we want to maybe put on a play. We want to get a choir. We want to get a bell choir. I knew a home that did a bell choir and they went all over the place and entertained people. So you can always do that because the bottom line is the theme of all of this is what I've been hearing from all of you guys is that this is home. And you need to be in control of what home is for you.
Correct.
And it will be defined differently for each of you. But when you do cooperative living like this is where you feel that supported and that connectedness.
No, so oh, that's what I was gonna do, say, Bible study. Monday we're on Bible study. As a matter of fact, today we have Bible study. Wednesday, no Bible study. Thursday, one guy from a church that Laura Jones belonged to. Wonderful woman. Friday, no Bible study. Saturday, we have a CNA. She comes on Saturday. Sunday, we have a nurse
Right.
that does the Bible study.
And also,
But she's going to only be able to do it once a week. Someone told me,
Once a month.
Aurora,
month.
they said, Aurora, maybe you could take over some of the
Yeah.
weeks.
And
You
we also-
can. You have the right to lead activities too. I heard Michael say that he was helping with bingo. You have the right to lead any activities.
Exactly.
You could be a part of it. It's home.
And we also have, also getting back on the Bible study, we also have a church that comes once a month on a Saturday when the CNA doesn't do her Bible study. So we have different options.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's first Saturday of the
this
month.
coming this Saturday.
Thursday, Friday.
And
We also have, we can't say, oh, I was in this nursing home and we never did nothing. That's a lie. We have options. You can choose your path.
And the last thing I just want to say around this, the right to participate in your own care, is that you also have the right to be able to set up a discharge plan for yourself if you ever want that. And they should be asking you that question every 3 months. Do you
Really?
want to have a conversation about your discharge or not? And it doesn't mean that tomorrow, it could be a year from now, but you're working on goals to help get you there if you want to do that. But you can start working on it. You can say, I don't want that anymore. You can always change your mind. Just want to be very mindful in making sure that the message that we're strongly communicating here, and I think you guys have done an amazing job of this, is that this is about all of you, about having a sense of community, creating a family, and being able to have a good quality to your life. And I want to say to all of you, it feels to me like that's happening for all of you. So I think that you should all feel really good about what you're experiencing. And can you believe it? We are at 3:59. That hour went in seconds. In seconds. And I just wanted, does anybody have any parting comments that they want to make? Okay.
For those people that are out there that might be experiencing the mental illness or whatever, look at us. We came from to not taking medicine or whatever the case. We're here to share our story. Don't feel like you're alone because you're not. This is our
Great
family.
place, right?
It's a very safe place. This is our family. We might not talk to everybody, like we want to, but we have a word to share with you. You don't have to feel alone.
That's wonderful. I love that. Does anyone else have anything they want to share?
I had a question.
Absolutely. I
apologize
see
for the-
Sherry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask your
Hello.
question.
I'm working on my technology. Sorry. Anyway, wondering, what is the time limit to submit any possible additional comments and watch this recording to be able to input properly, so that it might be part of the record, or is it too late?
No, on the YouTube channel, you can make comments about the YouTube as well, or you can actually if you have anything you want to say right now, do feel free to say it, Sherry.
Well,
But you can also wait till
a
it's
little-
up on YouTube. It's up to you.
The only thing is, I don't want to make comments on YouTube. I would rather make some of my comments anyway privately. Is it okay if I email you?
Yes, absolutely. And I'm actually going to turn the recording off right now, so it will not be on YouTube anymore, because I have noticed that sometimes people like to ask questions when we're not recording. So I just want to first, before I do that, I think I've got Kimberly wants to make a quick comment.
I just want everyone to know that you're special and you're loved and you're important and you matter. So hang in there, be strong, and maybe pray, but either way, you're unique and beautiful and we love you too. So
That's wonderful. And that goes so well with the right that you picked to talk about. That goes so well. So I want to thank each of you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Kimberly. And thank you to our ombudsmen for really helping us today in making this happen. We so appreciated everybody being here. And I'm going to stop the recording, but if anybody would like to ask a question outside of the recording, please do feel free to stay. So let me stop the recording. My mouse is not operating very well.